Hey, good morning, guys. Neil here. So, today I want to talk about a few updates about what I've been doing with my quadcopters. So, the other night, oops, sorry about that. The other night, I redesigned my motor protection. It's this mount. Yeah, this mount. Okay. And I was thinking this wall, which is about 2.5 millimeters thick, won't be enough to protect the motor. Let's say when I hit a concrete, right? I mean, it can protect it because it's a good, like, solid wall. But I was thinking it may not be enough. So what I did is I added bars, 8 pieces of them. Okay. And they're about 15 millimeters tall, 3 millimeters thick, and 5 millimeters deep. So the printing finished 2 days ago, and it came out really nice. I really like it, and I think it's ready for flying in places where there's tons of concrete. Looks really like a Nike shoes. Yeah, guys, it's really nice. I really like it a lot. I have not updated the other one yet. Maybe I'll keep it this way. I don't know yet. But I've already flown this outside, just line of sight, and it flies really well. Okay. Anyways, that's not the main topic for today. My main topic for today is the Betaflight firmware, and it is a little sad for me to install a different firmware again. I had to install Emuflight again on this one. So for 2 years, starting 2019, I started with 3.5 Betaflight, and then learned about Emuflight after 2 years. So I installed it, and I was really impressed, especially with, for example, when I landed or when I hit something, it doesn't do that wee thing. But unfortunately, with Betaflight, I don't know why it's always happening. Even if we land, it's seldom that we will get a like landing like this, like stable. Sometimes it works, but most of the time it will just keeps on bouncing, right? And you would tell me, oh, when you land it, make sure to disarm it. Yeah, that's true. But I don't do it that way. So it's a it's a personal preference. Like, for example, when I want to skid without disarming, I can do that really well in Emuflight. Okay, it won't like because in Betaflight, when you hit the ground, sometimes or most of the time it will do that wee thing. So maybe you might tell me, oh, you have to turn off air mode. I have not tried air mode. I have not tried turning off air mode yet. But what I know is that, for example, when you turn off air mode, let's say air mode was on. When you throttle to 0 and the orientation of your drone is like this, the good thing about air mode is that it will try to control and then go down that way. I really like that effect, especially when doing some cool acrobatic S-bang move. Like after, I like that effect. However, if air mode was off, I believe, let's say you throttle to zero like this, I believe it would like go like this way. And I don't want that. So yeah, that's the reason why I want to go back to, not go back, I already did last night. I had to reflash Emuflight, specifically 0.4.1 Emuflight. And I tried it today and then landed it really quick without disarming, and then there's no wee thing. Maybe a little. Unlike Betaflight, when you do that, it's gonna fly really fast away. So guys, if you can point me to some notes on how to alleviate that, how to reduce that wee thing, without turning off air mode, that would be awesome, and I will gladly reflash Betaflight again. I'm not saying Betaflight is bad. I really like it. Like what I said, I used it first from 2019 to 2021, and then I used Emuflight for 1 year, and I love it. And then 4.1 or 4.2 came out, so I went and flashed that version, but that wee thing was still there, okay? But I kept it for like 1.5 years, so now I think I have to go back to Emuflight again because of that wee thing. And Emuflight does really fly well. So yeah, guys, I did find some tutorials on how to remove that freaking out thing. The title is Drone Freaks Out, How to Fix It in Betaflight. However, that's a different scenario. This video was showing where they try to arm and then the drone freaks out right away. That's not the one I'm trying to address. They are trying to address, like for example, wrong orientation of the gyro, wrong direction of the motor, and also the props. So I'm very familiar with that, and I always test that before I fly. So yeah, that's a different thing. Anyways, guys, if you can find me like a solution on how to fix that in Betaflight, I would gladly revert back to Betaflight again. But for now, I'm gonna keep flying Emuflight, and yeah, that's all I wanted to share, guys. So happy flying. Like what I said, FPV is not a crime. Alrighty.